Hey guys, welcome back to the Kid Icarus playthrough. In this part, oh wait, this is Thanatos' chapter. Okay. Yeah, no.
Down by the sea.
And now I think they play a Skyworld remix at the beginning of this flight.
Wait, did you say Thanatos?
Thanatos, yes.
Oh, I can start
Thanatos.
making Persona references now.
Thanatos.
Thanatos?
Thanatos.
No,
Why
it's
just-
Thanatos.
No, it's Thanatos.
Oh, Thanatos. Yeah. You see that one little annoying part of the final boss? Yeah, that's actually its own character now. Sorry.
What an upgrade.
Also, we're flying through Disney's Aladdin right now.
Yeah, look at all those Pandoras. They just want to show you the world.
I should the dunes and the shading seriously remind me of the Genesis game.
Well, they're obviously not super high poly sand dunes.
Yeah.
Although thankfully we're not in the sand for too long because I hate sand.
It's coarse and it gets everywhere.
Even when you're flying?
Yes.
Yes,
Especially when you're flying, because you're flying through the sandstorms.
Also, hi Moses. Thanks for helping us out here.
Yeah, you should have played the 10th Commandments theme part of the series.
I can't remember how it goes.
What Charlton Heston just appeared out of nowhere?
No, you don't even need Charlton Heston. Just play the song that plays when he's parting the seas.
Or if I wanted to get super 90s, I could play the song that plays during the Prince
You
of
really
Egypt.
have to feel bad for the fish that were in that part of the sea when it split.
Don't worry, Poseidon's cool with it.
The fish are not Poseidon.
Well, Poseidon rules the fish, so if the fish have a problem with it, they just, they can bring it up with him. Although Poseidon never shows up again in the rest of the game.
No, this is the only time he shows up, so that's the only image he gets.
That's just weird, because every other person in the game, or not every other person in the game, but most of the other characters in the game do come back, or at least important. You think that he'd come back at some point, but nope. He's just sort of there for
He's this game's Aquaman.
Aquaman. Oh. Yeah, but can Aquaman split the entire ocean?
I'm sure he can.
I'm pretty sure he can, yeah.
Okay, well, will he ever need to split the entire ocean?
Depends on the context and situation of this. Yeah.
No, sorry, we're gonna just have him talk to a dolphin instead.
The only thing that I ever loved.
Poseidon, I think, was actually one of the most dickish gods in Greek mythology. Like, didn't he go apeshit on Athens just because they liked Athena more?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, okay. It's been a while since I've actually looked up all of this Greek mythology stuff.
Yeah, the Greek deities were kind of like immature children with with libidos.
And fantastic cosmic powers.
Yeah, that's nice, Poseidon.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Don't forget the old saying that every coral has its thorn. I'm pretty sure you're thinking of roses. I'm pretty sure I'm thinking of coral.
Well, you're wrong, Palutena.
You need to listen to more
Wrong.
Poison.
Yeah.
You got the saying wrong again. Who's the goddess here?
Can I be the goddess?
Wait a minute.
Wouldn't it have been easier just to fly over the ocean and then have Poseidon split the seas right where we needed to go?
Yeah, that takes effort.
We gotta fit a water level in here somehow.
Well, it's not even really a water level.
It's close enough.
It's a land level
Water-
with water to
water-
the sides.
Water aesthetics.
I thought it'd be covered in barnacles and kelp, but it's actually made nuts.
I'll be closing up the sea now. It should wipe out any underworld stragglers.
Just give us one more moment.
Or, well, you could close the sea right now, but then we'd sort of die. That would be bad. Actually, I don't think Pit can die. He just gets defeated and Palutena brings him back to life.
No, he gets finished.
Yeah, he gets finished.
Yeah.
I was sort of hoping that we'd see the two sides of the sea crash down, right after he disappeared, but I guess they just didn't have the budget to animate that.
It happens off screen.
Yeah, I know, but it would have been cool to see it on screen.
Oh, here he is.
That
The most fabulous of all bosses.
Is that you, Thanatos?
Okay, now you can start making Persona references.
Oh my god. This
So what
guy.
if the Persona version talked like this?
The Persona version is the big thing with coffins on its back that you see in the beginning of the game.
Just give us the key to the underworld and we
So what if it talked like this?
If it talked like this, that would be weird.
Like it's not weird to begin with.
Actually, it's not. Thanatos is one of the more badass looking Persona.
Yeah, but all you need is a voice like this, and
Yes.
that badass goes straight to shit.
I don't know, I think he probably thinks social links are amazing. That's actually a really
It is-
good Thanatos laugh.
He'll just spend all his time at the coffee shop.
How did this guy get to be Medusa's second in command?
Well, Thanatos is the guy that teaches you how to summon personas, and which one was what persona that has it? Where you pretty much shoot yourself in the fucking head.
That's
three.
That's
Three.
3, yeah.
Although you don't actually shoot yourself, you.
I know what it really is. It's just that, yeah.
Buckled and ready.
I gotta wonder how these people talk to each other, though. Do they just have like telepathy or something?
Yeah.
That's
Or
what
are
I
they
was
all-
thinking as.
Or all did they all have the invisible Bluetooth headsets that the people in the Avengers have? Because if you go back to that movie again, none of them have headsets.
Ancient Grecian Bluetooth.
Wait, is that a
Sorry, I'm sorry, Palatine, I can't hear you. I'm going through a tunnel.
okay?
just surprising?
There are more holes in the floor around you, so be
I noticed your frame rate chugged a bit there.
Yeah, I don't know. That's probably the recorder, because the game runs pretty smoothly.
How many when you get ready for a recording session, do you make sure you deactivate a lot of background processes?
Pretty much. I try to. I also keep the 3DS right in front of the computer, and I have that thing plugged into the charger at all times.
Yeah.
Which
yeah,
you can see. You can see in the you can see in the top right. I have the charger in right now.
But what are you gonna do when you need to play Sonic Lost World 3DS special stages?
I'm not going to play Sonic World.
You know
3DS
what? It's
special
probably
stages.
because of that reason alone that we're probably never gonna do that game.
Not the 3DS version, anyway.
The ultimate unalienable game.
Well, maybe we'll just have to do like webcam video where one of us is playing the game and the other person has like a camcorder and is following them over their shoulder the entire
No,
time.
you gotta build some sort of ultimate contraption that it's a camera that attaches itself to the 3DS. You hit the record button and then you just start moving left and right.
Maybe we could go skydiving. Then
Let's get. You see, what we need to do is go back in time and get Leonardo da Vinci on that shit.
now he'll just draw up a bunch of sketches and never actually do anything with it.
Yeah, but then, you know.
Or he'll
50
make a giant conspiracy theory for
But then, centuries down the line, as in.
Dan Brown will write a
now,
novel about
someone,
Sonic Lost World 3DS.
No, and then eventually someone will actually take his sketches and invent what he was doing. It's happened.
So you're telling me Da Vinci was trying to make a 3DS the entire time?
No, actually.
He just needed to collect them all.
There's
Or maybe
some kind
someone will name a Ninja Turtle after Sonic Lost World.
I heard
3DS.
that recently there was some kind of weird musical instrument that's sort of like a violin piano thingamafucker thing that he sketched out and someone actually put together, like in recent times. You know what?
Oh wait, never mind. I thought we were fighting. You know that thing there actually looks like what's the rock fairy Pokemon from X and Y?
Carvant?
Yeah, that
Carbite?
enemy we just blew up looked like that.
Maybe Sakurai was ahead of the game.
Carbite for Smash 4. Confirmed here.
No, the comments.
Hate these guys.
Mimicuties.
Yeah, hate. These are the most annoying enemies in the game. I hate these assholes.
You think so?
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Well, not just because. Well, first off, they deal a lot of damage, and I mean a lot of damage. And also, it's just so disheartening. You walk towards the treasure chest, you think, "Ooh, yay, treasure," and then it starts attacking you, and it's just like, oh.
When I first ran into it, I was like, "Oh, nice legs." Oh wait, I should probably be backdashing now, should I be?
Yeah.
Those things have probably caused me to die more than any other hazard in the entire game.
Well, I
honestly.
think as long as you utilize backdash charge shots, you should be fine. Because I didn't have any problems.
This is what it was called. The harpsichord viola.
The harp viola?
The harpsichord viola.
Viola. Sounds like a Chef Boyardee recipe.
Now, so John, do you take advantage of the shop for weapons and stuff like that?
If it's affordable, yeah, but only because I plan on... What I do is I buy weapons and then I immediately go to the fusion grid to see if it makes anything worthwhile.
Good grief, this thing looks awkward as fuck.
Well, the thing is, I'm thinking about like picking up those hearts, and I realize that I never really ever spend my hearts on anything, like ever.
You can get them to Palutena, so it'll get closer to the screen.
Yeah, but that
Does
doesn't
that do anything?
No.
No, it doesn't.
It doesn't. That's just if you really have nothing better to do with them. There you go.
I guess so.
Ah!
So a true 100% run is getting Palutena up close to the screen.
And then doing it again to get Faridi there too, because they don't share a count. You got to do it
Yeah.
twice.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn. Oh, I didn't even realize Verity can be the one.
You don't unlock her until later in the game.
I
Yeah.
see.
You probably noticed that I don't have the traditional Palutena menu select. That's because I'm using I like the Veridi theme better, so I use that one instead.
Avoiding my question.
Oh, wait a minute, they do have signal interference with whatever this thing is.
Well, no, I believe it was that when
They're asking
Palutena
about-
was asking how Medusa came back.
Yeah, basically.
Or why is
And
it
then- and
Thanatos
then
in higher ranks?
Yeah.
Well, Thanatos knows why, but he's not saying.
Well, the spoiler alert, basically he is higher ranked than Medusa is.
Yeah.
Well,
Quite the upgrade since since the Snake days in the 80s.
well, the Thanatos is a deity, I think. Medusa is just someone who got turned into a monster.
Oh, she's the goddess of darkness.
She's not.
Yeah, she is.
In the next room over.
Atlas Foot.
Oh, Atlas. No, not Atlas foot, not Atlas foot. If it was an Atlas foot, there'd be dicks coming off of it.
Or boobs.
Or boobs.
Penises everywhere.
Or boobs with dicks.
Yeah.
Possibly. There is one particular demon design in SMT that's particularly boob happy, by which I mean it's like got boobs on its knees, its feet.
Oh, that's
its legs,
who's
its
its
head.
fault? That's Artemis. She has boobs on her, like she has a boob.
She
hat.
has boobs on her boobs.
Yeah, she does.
Actually, yes.
Oh,
I think
damn
she
it, I was
does.
joking.
Satan also has like 12 boobs.
Man boobs?
Yeah.
And Satan isn't really a humanoid demon. It's sort of just like this freakish monster thing.
What is he? What bitch tip personified?
No, it's just a giant monster that has 6 boobs on the front of its chest. Lucifer, however, doesn't have any boobs.
I
But
should
Satan
mention
and Lucifer-
Lucifer and Satan aren't the same thing in the Personiverse or SMT verse or anything verse in as far as that goes.
Heroes always arrive late on the scene.
Pitt really loves them over-exaggerated poses.
Watched a lot of Sailor Moon back in the 80s.
Yeah, Thanatos isn't really that bad either. If I remember correctly, at the very least.
Looks like a giant jar.
His shtick is that he transforms into a whole bunch of different stuff. So,
Huh.
Even more forms if you have the intensity level up.
oh, he does. Oh,
Yeah,
cool.
he can transform into bats. The bat transformation is actually hilarious.
Huh.
You throw axes at it.
No, he transforms into bats and they pretty much try to swarm you. While at the same time he's going like, key! And it's like, that's not the sound bats make. And then he goes like, whoop, whoop! And it's like, you just stop. So I think if you guys okay, see, I never had this transformation.
Well, there's probably a whole bunch of them.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
I'm assuming it's randomized then.
Do they? I wonder if they have dialogue for every single one too.
I'd imagine
Shoot
they
him in
would.
the heel. Shoot him in the heel.
You know, I never got the appeal of these Russian doll things.
Nesting dolls. There's a Russian word for it, but
Damn, it's on top of my head too, because I have one in Animal Crossing.
yeah, they're called nesting dolls in English.
Well, I always just call them the Russian doll things, because I am unsophisticated.
Well, nesting dolls is shorter.
Matryoshka. Matryoshka.
I don't have
Shak.
the.
My Faja.
I don't
Shaka
have.
Khan.
I don't have
I think
the
it's Shaka
auditory.
Khan.
I don't have the auditory chops to pronounce Russian things.
I'm trying to say Matryoshka. Matryoshka.
Matryoshka.
Faja.
I can say
On
niet. I can do Russian.
This is our key to the underworld.
Oh,
And I just have to hold it?
More or less. But
you know that's actually relatively tame for a weird video game key. You know, I think
It's kind of bulky though.
Yeah,
it looks
but-
like it's made of glass. Shut up! Shush you. We were running low on our budget by this point in the game.
Yeah, well, still, you know, even for Resident Evil standards, that's sort of a weird key for something. And Resident Evil games have keys that aren't even keys.